The year is 2035. You're relaxing in your self-driving car, cruising down a quiet suburban street. Suddenly, a child darts into the road. The car's sensors register everything in a nanosecond. Swerve left and you collide with an oncoming truck. Swerve right and you hit a group of pedestrians on the sidewalk. Stay straight and you hit the child. There's no time for a human to react. The car must decide who lives, who dies. This isn't science fiction. This is the new reality we are building, one line of code at a time. Autonomous vehicles promise a future with fewer accidents, less congestion, and more freedom. But with this promise comes a profound ethical dilemma, a modern version of the classic trolley problem. How do we program a machine to make a moral choice? Engineers and philosophers are grappling with this right now. Do we program the car to prioritize the lives of its occupants above all else? Or should it aim to minimize the total number of casualties, even if it means sacrificing its own passenger? What if it has to choose between a young person and an elderly person? A law-abiding citizen and a jaywalker? These are not just theoretical questions, they are programming challenges. Across the globe, from Silicon Valley to London, developers are creating what are called moral algorithms. These complex decision-making models are fed vast amounts of data, attempting to codify ethics into cold, hard logic. We can see the car's thinking process through data overlays, calculating probabilities, assessing risks, and executing a predetermined command. But can an algorithm ever truly understand the value of a human life? Human drivers react on instinct, a messy, unpredictable blend of fear, adrenaline, and split-second judgment. We make mistakes, but we also have the capacity for empathy and heroic sacrifice. A machine operates on pure logic. It follows its programming without emotion or hesitation. This creates a stark contrast. The fallible, emotional human versus the precise, unfeeling machine. Which one would you rather have behind the wheel in a crisis? The question of liability is a legal minefield. If an autonomous car causes a fatal accident, who is responsible? Is it the owner who was just a passenger, the manufacturer who built the car, the programmer who wrote the ethical subroutine? Legal systems in the US and the UK are struggling to keep up. Lawmakers are debating new regulations, but there are no easy answers. Do we create a universal ethical standard for all autonomous vehicles, or allow manufacturers to offer different moral settings for customers to choose from? Imagine buying a car and having to select its ethical priorities like an optional feature, and we must confront the issue of bias. The data used to train these AI systems can reflect existing societal prejudices. Could an AI be programmed, intentionally or not, to value certain lives over others based on factors like age, income, or even social status? The potential for algorithmic bias is one of the most significant dangers on our road to an automated future. Ensuring fairness and equity in these life or death calculations is a monumental task. As we stand on the brink of this transportation revolution, the control is slipping from our hands and into the logic circuits of machines. We are building cars that will be forced to make impossible choices. The scenario is no longer hypothetical, it's coming. So the ultimate question isn't just for the engineers or the lawmakers, it's for you. You are in that car. The moment of impact is inevitable. The AI has to make its choice. Do you trust the machine to decide your fate? Who should hold the power over life and death on our roads? The future is approaching faster than you think, and we need to decide what we truly value before it arrives. Thank you for watching.